Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Fucking pissed off. Stupid Xfinity fucking with the Wi-Fi. So I have to do it on my phone. It's not uncommon for Xfinity. Oh, I'm sorry. The internet is out to your entire fucking neighborhood. Ugh, I'm fucking pissed. I had stuff I wanted to share on the screen. I had websites I wanted to go to, articles. Can't do it now. Maybe there's something I could try. Let's see. Can you guys still see me? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, Sky B, Xfinity is trash. What's up, James? Hey, let me know. Did I disappear? Let me know if I've disappeared. Can you guys still see me, or did it freeze up? Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to bring up the articles and shit because it looks like I can still go to another page and still have the camera on. So that's cool, I guess. So pissed off. But yeah, you saw the title. Britney is back. Britney Griner has been released from a Russian prison and she is on her way home. She's coming back, you guys. Yay. Have you guys gotten your Britney Griner um party favors and party themes together? Huh? Have you guys gotten your Britney Griner? I know it was last minute. I know you guys weren't expecting it, but you should be celebrating. The world is celebrating. America is celebrating. The mainstream mediocres are celebrating. She's back. She's home. And of course, of course, in typical Biden fashion, he fucked her name up. Brittany Griner's wife. I guess her wife was there at the White House with her grandpa in chief and the cackler in chief Kamala standing behind him, and she was there. And Biden had a teleprompter. You could tell he's reading from the teleprompter, and he got her name wrong. Her name's Sherelle, and he called her Sherry or some shit like that. Couldn't even get that right with the words right in front of you. But she's back. But what did we give up? What did we sacrifice to get a great WNBA player back? What did we sacrifice to get her back on home soil? And Disney, they want gun control. Disney sees it as their responsibility to ensure gun control and ensure safety in this country. Disney. Don't you guys do, I don't know, kid shit, theme parks, cartoons? But now you guys are getting into the gun control game. That makes sense. Disney gun control. Because when I think gun control, that's who I think about. Rance and Shan, thank you. I wonder how the warmongering left and rhinos will still talk about supporting Ukraine after giving their money the most dangerous. Yeah, that's arms dealer who is selling guns to kill Americans. Now I can't help but think, um, there it goes. There it went again. Bullshit internet. We probably would have gotten her home without having to trade anybody. Her release probably could have been negotiated with a phone call because he wouldn't be in this bullshit Ukraine nonsense. Max Bang, thank you for the Hamilton. Bring home the United States Marine. Hoorah. You're right. Paul Whelan is his name. And he's still over there. I read somewhere that his lawyer is saying that they'll have him home in a month or two. I hope that's true. I really do. I hope they bring him home. Should he have been brought home before Britney? Yeah, of course. Are you kidding me? Now, again, in our Western minds, 9 years is a bit steep for weed, but this isn't America. This isn't the Western world. This is Russia we're talking about. And Russia's going to, right? And she's home now. That's the important thing, guys. She is home. It's okay. Be happy. And a high school dean, I guess, some upper school on the West Coast or on the East Coast, they say it differently. Here it's junior high and high school, but upper school, the fuck that means. It's some hoity-toity private school in Chicago. Excuse me, in Chicago. It's this hoity-toity private school in Chicago, and the dean was on Project Veritas. When are you people going to learn? When you're in a restaurant and somebody's asking you questions about your work, they probably work for Project Veritas, and they're probably recording everything you say. But this guy makes a good point. He proves a point that they don't see it that way because they don't see anything wrong with what they're doing, because there's no fear of consequence, because their higher ups are okay with it. As this guy says, he says, well, what about your bosses and stuff? What about the school district and stuff? Aren't they going to get upset? He's like, I don't think so. He said, why run it by them? I just do it anyway. He said, even if I did, they would probably say it's okay. They would support it. And they do. The school came out in support of what this high school dean did. They have, I guess, a pride celebration every June, and he brought in a drag queen to hang out with the kids and pass around dildos and butt plugs. One more time. One more time for those all the way in the back. We are talking about a high school principal, basically a high school dean, who had a drag queen come to school to talk to the kids. And the drag queen passed around dildos, yes, those floppy rubber dicks, and butt plugs. And he said the kids were so curious and they were so inquisitive. How did these work? And the school came out in support of this teacher. I wish I had my laptop going, and periodically I'm going to keep trying to upload stuff to upload stuff, or to open pages on here to see if the internet comes back on. And if it does, I'm going to pull up, and it's still not working, you piece of shit. I'm going to pull up a video, if it does start working, of this guy. This guy looks like all he's missing is one of those leather hats and a leather vest and some assless chaps. He looks like Mr. Slave from South Park. Ooh, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Ooh, Jesus Christ. He looks like Mr. Slave, the mustache, everything. And he sounds like that. So, yeah, you have a pride celebration every week, and I brought a drag queen in, she had dildos and butt plugs. He sounds like that. Son of a bitch. And the school came out in support of this man. They're okay with it, handing out dildos and butt plugs to the kids. Can you guys still see me? Or did I disappear? You son of a bitch. Let me know if I need to repeat what oh, so I must have disappeared. Man, see, anyway, it let me disappear before. Now I'm back. So basically, the Good Gun story is there was a father in LA, or near LA in Palmdale, and his daughter's ex-boyfriend was chasing her in her car. She was in a silver car. He was in a white car. And they ended up hitting, the cars hit each other at least once. They come to a stop. The woman is on the phone. The woman was on the phone with her family. They had called 911. He had reached in the car and put his hands around her neck. And the dad pulls up on the scene, Mr. Jose Mendoza. He pulled up on the scene with the gangster lean, pulled out a gun, and shot her ex-boyfriend in the head and killed him right there. Then he took off, and he was on the run. And the article that Oliver Mack posted, shout out to Right Wing Angel, the guy called to turn himself in, or no, he went down there, either called or went down. I think he went down there. Nobody was there. And then, so he took off. So that happened in late November. So I don't know if the father was arrested, if he tried to turn himself in again. I'm sure he has, because the story is gaining some popularity. But I know of no better gun than that. Your daughter is being chased. The dude's ramming her car. What is this, a movie? I know it's LA, but damn. That shit's in a movie. So he's ramming her car. They eventually pull over. He tries to choke her. Imagine her fear. Imagine her wondering or thinking, I wish somebody would come save me, help me, help me. And then here dad comes. Remember Mighty Mouse? Here I come to save the day. Dad shows up. Bing! One to the head. He's down. And then dad takes off. I mean, we should call that one Great Gun. Not just Good Gun. That is Great Gun. And had the dad not been armed with the gun, who knows how that would have been? Who knows if he would have tussled, and he would have gotten hurt, or maybe the guy was going to kill her and kill him. Who knows? We'll never know, because Mr. Mendoza showed up ready to go to protect his daughter and put that fool down. Now, unfortunately, this took place in California, so I don't know. He might not get released, and if that falls under George Gascon's jurisdiction, well, the guy will probably get sentenced to death for taking out that piece of shit. But how else do you deal with something like that? What would the California lawmakers, how would they want that father to handle that situation? Would they want the dad to show up and say, oh, excuse me, sorry, hey, I know you're choking my daughter. Hey, sweetie, can you stop that? Can we please come into an understanding, maybe have a talk? Maybe we can sit down, trade some patchouli oil, have a conversation, and just talk. We can sit Indian style. I'll pull my feet up like this, like in real tight Indian style, and maybe we can do some breathing. Maybe we can chant some mantra. Maybe we can get real namaste. So why don't you calm down, get your hands from around her neck, and let's talk about it. Is that how California will want him to handle it? No. I want him to handle it the way he handled it. That's how all men who do that shit and prey on women and abuse them should be handled, especially if their father is in the situation. Good for you, sir. Good for you, Mr. Jose Mendoza. My goodness. Brian King B. Falcon. I responded to it. I said, do I need to come get somebody for you? It probably was an immigrant, but I'm glad you're okay. Thank God for that. Oh, yeah, for Lord German Husbando, glad you're doing well. Glad you're okay. Okay. Heidi Booth, thank you very much. She says, JG autograph my mugs, get your green gear. What a nice present for my daughter. Order my man a coffee mug too. Support JG. You're right again, Heidi Booth. Right again. And those of you who I did send stuff to, I still have some. I still have some merch that you can have me autograph, write a message, or just autograph my name, or whatever you want. You tell me. I am here to serve. But yeah, let me know when you get them. Send me a picture. I want to put something together showing how people are happy with their product, and we really do what we say we're gonna do. So thank you for that, Heidi. I appreciate your support. You guys be like Heidi. I'll put a link to that video in the description box. I don't want to leave the screen again because the shit might disappear. But I did a video a couple of days ago. It's just a few minutes. Explains the prices, how to get them. Very simple. Thank you, Heidi. Appreciate it. Preach. Thank you. Thank you. So let's, I mean, guys, we talk about good news. She's home. Britney is home. Britney Griner. Is she still? Yeah, I think she's still in the WNBA. Current WNBA player. She went to Russia, brought some vape pens. Russia said, and she got convicted and sentenced to 9 years. She was recently sent to a penal colony. No, not a penis colony. Comment section. Penal colony. And it was a labor camp. Hard labor, hard times. So yesterday she was, they negotiated her release. The shitty part is they traded an arms dealer for her, a guy that was selling weapons that were meant to kill Americans. So that's great. Glad to know that he's free. And they traded him for her. And of course, I was talking to a buddy of mine, a friend of mine, and you know what's going to happen when she gets back home. What's going to happen, guys? Huh? She's going to Oprah's going to get the exclusive, or Gayle King. She's going to sit down with Gayle. She's going to make her rounds on Good Morning America and The View and CNN and MSNBC. She's going to be all over that shit. She's going to be at the White House. I wonder which streaming platform is going to offer her a documentary first. Probably Netflix. Book deals. This woman's life is about to blow up. She's like, damn, I should have gotten arrested in Russia sooner. I didn't know it was going to do wonders for my career. We're about to be sick of Britney Griner. She is going to be everywhere. But here's my question, or here's what I want to see. And I don't want to see any of that. But what I'm interested in is, what are her first words going to be? When she gets back, there'll probably be a podium and reporters. There'll definitely be a reporters. When she gets off the plane, is she going to speak there? Is she going to want to get home first? But when she does crack the mic for the first time, and when she does get up there and she says something and she speaks, what's going to be her attitude? Will it have changed? Will it not have changed at all? Will she still be that same kneeling, America's racist, shit on my home country attitude? Will that still be the case? Or will she have had a change of heart? Will the Russian prison have an effect on her that makes her appreciate where she comes from? Will that happen? Did it change her? Because all we were told, and even up until today, Biden was talking about how the conditions were horrible and abhorrent, and she's in a Russian prison, and she went to a penal colony. And that's funny. Tell it funny. They sent a lesbian to a penal colony. It just sounds funny. But all of these things that she went through, the trial and everything, and the way she was treated, these hardcore Russian prisons, did that change her? Will she come back and give a speech that floors her supporters? What? You love America now? Will she? Or will she say that, or will this only intensify her anti-Americanism, her anti-home country attitude? Will it? I don't know. That's what I want to see, because we know all the other shit that's going to happen. It's going to be Britney everywhere. It's going to be a Britney explosion. Ew. My bad. I should have said a Britney explosion. And you know who I feel bad for? Not Stephen Thompson. Thank you, Stephen. He says, I would have traded Joe for Britney straight up. Yeah, man. I'm sure the American negotiators floated that. They said, check this out, Russia. We'll give you the Russian arms dealer and Biden for Britney Griner. And Putin said, no deal. Just the Russian arms dealer. Shit. Almost got rid of him, guys. LDS, German Shepherd Boy, thank you. Sending love from Utah, JG. Kerry Lake should have won. Do you think Republicans can still win in Arizona? I don't. I think Arizona is slowly going the way of California. And yes, Arizona still has, constitutional carry. If you're 18 and over, you can open carry. 21 and over, you can concealed carry. No permits, no questions, no requirements. Yes, they do have that. They still have that freedom, but they also just got stuck with, what's her name? Hobbs. What? Roraki? What? Arizona? You got who? So I don't know if that can happen. In the face of all of this shit, the borders and the condition that it's in, the inflation, all of that stuff, and you put Hobbs in there? Hobbs. We're not talking no JFK type Democrat. I don't know if those even still exist. We're talking crazy eyes. She reminds me of like a kindergarten teacher who squats down to get on their kids' level to talk. That's what she reminds me of. You guys have her, and you passed up on who? So no, I don't. Until I'm proven wrong, until one gets elected, no, hell no. Arizona has gone the way of the dodo bird. Arumfe, thank you. I can't send what I really want. YouTube is blocking my words. Bring back the Marine. Leave the man lady. Well, I think I have an idea of what you wanted to say, and that is bullshit. If you try to do a super chat and you write certain things, it won't send your message. You have to modify what you're saying before it would allow you to post it. I've had that problem a few times. So yeah, man, that's Arizona. They might be lost. And I hate to say it, I hate to believe it, but they might be lost. And that proves my point. There are a lot of fucking idiots out there with these nose rings that just want to be. They're waiting to be led around. Democrats or Republicans, anybody can have them. Who's going to come out here and attach their leash to their nose ring and lead them to their side and tell them how to vote, tell them what to believe? Millions of them. If you go out on the political political pasture, the political meadow, millions of them. Who is going to grab that nose ring and lead them? Who? They're out there. Who's going to get them? Democrats are out there. Democrats out there. Click, 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 click. Getting them all. The fuck are we doing? Brian Shoemaker, thank you. JG, why are they lying about Trump's truth post? What about his company or some people in his company being found guilty in that New York bullshit tax trial? Is that what you're talking about? Let me know. C4 Duke, thank you. my buddy, wherever I go, you're gonna go, my buddy, neck buddy and me. I love the neck buddy merch, how the lump on his neck has a little fucking Santa hat on it. Oh my god. Guys, that is the kicker. What they say, the kicker, that's it. Motherfucker got a Santa hat on. Lord German Husbando, thank you for the Hamilton. JD, thanks to you and the chat for all the well wishes. Also, my parents and I are likely moving to Florida this March. Good for you. Congratulations. Praying for a smooth transition to our new home. Hello, paradise. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Florida's got a lot of that freedom. Go soak it up. Happy for you. Socrates Ken, Quado does live. Open your mind. Oh, shit. I'm so happy, guys. Britney's home. And all we had to do to get her home is put a fucking international arms dealer back out on the street. You think he might be coming home back to Russia with a hero's welcome? Probably. But I am really looking forward to finding out what her first words are going to be when she speaks. What kind of Britney are we getting back? Are we getting back a changed, rejuvenated, newly patriotic Britney? Are we getting back the same bitter bitch who wouldn't leave this country if you paid her because she knows how good she has it here? And how about this? How much you guys want to bet that if she gets a parade when she comes back, it'll be bigger than the WNBA championship parade? I'll take that bet. I bet you it'll be 5 times as big as that bullshit that nobody cares about. And who I really feel bad for in all this are the Russian female prisoners that won't get to scissor with Britney anymore. Britney, where do you go? What? They released you and sent you back to your home country through America? Well, who am I supposed to scissor with all night long, Britney? You're leaving. Please, don't go, Britney. You are the greatest scissor partner I ever had. But you know when Britney gets home, from here down, glazed donut, shiny. Britney, did you put Vaseline on the lower half of your face? No, you know what that is. She's been waiting to scissor that for months. That house, when Britney gets back home, her house is about to smell like smoked salmon. It's gonna be this right here. There's gonna be dogs outside the house. All that smoked meat in there. Cats. That damn smoked salmon. You started it. Xavier Logistics, thank you. In our defense, we saw a golden opportunity to make the world less safe, as we just couldn't pass it up. It's who we are. No joke, folks. Hey, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. You're right. Because that's what our government is in the business of, making things less safe, not more safe. You guys are dumb. Lord German Husbando, thank you again. Can we get Neck Buddy mug designs? I'd love to have coffee with my Neck Buddy. You know what? I suggested that as well. Yes, it's coming. It's coming down the pipe. Check on. I'm gonna send a follow-up email on that one, Lord German Husbando. We're gonna get those. Oh, gross. Somebody said tuna casserole. Roarback said tuna casserole. It's gonna smell like burnt tuna casserole. Ew. How bad do you think burnt tuna casserole smells? Guess our neighbor's about to find out. JP Irvine, thank you. My money's on BG becoming the next Kaepernick at minimum. Jabron James, Jabron Lames. No way she figures it out and starts showing respect to this country. Yeah, man, you're probably right. You're probably right. But a man can dream, can he? Actually, I don't believe that shit. She ain't. You're right. She ain't gonna fucking change. She's gonna be worse. That's what they do. They double down. They double down. She's gonna be even worse. She's gonna be even more of an insufferable, anti-patriotic piece of shit. Spunbearing 65, thank you. Did you play with a CNC today? No, I did not. Oh, what was that? Speak and Spell. I love a Speak and Spell. It was big red. Was it like a red rectangular thing with a little black screen on it and the green letters? Love that Speak and Spell. Stephen Thompson, thank you again. Britney will do as Michelle O did. She will say that this is the first time she felt America was working. You know it. You know it. She's going to stick her thumb in our eye somehow. She's going to turn this into an opportunity to shit on her country, of course. Finally, America did. She's probably going to come out, oh, you son of a bitch. She's probably going to come out and say, this is the first time America's done something good for black people. This is the first time. This country has never done anything for black people. This country's history, this country's terrible. This is the first time this country's ever done something good for a black person. Oh, you just insufferable. They know their stupidity and their hate for this country knows no bounds. Bottomless. It's an abyss. That's right, Anthony DeGalbo. 400 years. Our people have been here for 400 years, and this is the first time this country's ever done something good for black people. Oh, you bastard. You bastard, Britney. You will. But what great content that would be if she did it. What if she did turn over a new leaf and she's going to go straight to a tattoo parlor and get the stars and bars right here. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. But that ain't going to happen. She's going to continue to be a piece of shit. She's going to get worse because even if she doesn't have and she probably does, but even if she didn't have those thoughts in her mind, when she gets out there on the press circuit and starts hitting all these talk shows, you think those cackling, disgusting bitches on The View aren't going to say those things? And and Whoopi's going to be like, and this is the first time this country has ever done anything good for black people. You big dummy. Guaranteed. Brian Shoemaker, again, thank you. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's the same one. Hold on, I think I missed one. Spun bearing. I think I saw one in here from you. Trying to find that shit. This is the first time this country's never done anything for black people. Gross. Well, as soon as Britney gets in the house, I'll scissor it up. About to scissor it up and scissor her little heart out. Spunbearing 65, thank you for the Hamilton. The guy traded for Grind Her will show his appreciation by arming terrorists to attack against the USA. Smooth move, Biden. That's right. This is for you, America. My turn says Jericho Green's show should be her first stop. We got questions. Hey, you're more than welcome, Britney. You're more than welcome. You always have a standing invitation here at Jericho Green Enterprises. The Jericho Green Daily Live has a standing invitation for you. Jordy's Metal Shop, that's not very nice, but it's true. Griner looks like Larry Fitzgerald. I was talking to my buddy, and he said that we were like, "Oh man, they're going to have, they're going to have a documentary about it, or some biography, some biopic pic or biopic movie." And he says, "Yeah, she's going to be Britney Griner will be played by Reggie Miller." I was like, "Yeah." And I said, the toughest part about playing that role is going to have to teach yourself how to suck. Because Reggie Miller is a far greater player than any woman who's ever laced him up in fucking WNBA. That would be the hardest part of Reggie Miller playing Britney Griner, is teaching himself and training himself to play like shit on camera. You kidding me? Please. Oh, and you know what? You could get Reggie Miller against her. Reggie Miller's what, 50? How long has he been out of the damn league? And I bet he would smoke everybody in the damn WNBA. He would smoke every single one of them. His old ass. Shit. I'd love to see that. I would love to see that. I don't care. You get me an NBA player who's been out of the league for 20 years. And he would fucking destroy the WNBA. And watch her have more people at her bullshit ass parade than probably the last two NBA champions or WNBA champions combined. There were more people walking on the sidewalk past that parade than were in the parade. There were more staff working the parade than people there for the parade. Scissor me timbers. Boom, you know, the Russian girls are pissed. Fuck! We don't have Britney here anymore to scissor with those long legs. Oh, you guys got to find a new scissor, buddy. She took her scissors back home. JP Irvine, thank you again. BG coming home is a dream come true for Biden, JG. This will overshadow everything the media doesn't want to speak on regarding Biden. CNN will finally have some content. The distraction is real, people. It is. It's no coincidence that she's released now. It's no coincidence that she's coming home now. Shit's about to get worse. We're about to run into worse inflation. The winter's coming. It's getting colder. Everything's more expensive. You have people in England who are cutting trees, or people in Europe. And I think England was one of the countries where people are cutting down trees to stay warm. It's about to get fucking crazy. So to throw us this bone is part of their plan. Ain't no damn coinky dink. Oh, they finally got her released now. No, she's probably been able to come home for a long time. But this is strategic. They're like, what's the fuck about Biden couldn't even get her wife's name right the second time. He read her name and barely got it then. Barely said Sherelle correctly the first time. And you know he's on a teleprompter. I've seen speeches where he has two jitterbug teleprompters where every letter is this big. So he barely got her name right the first time. The second time he called her like Shirley or something, called her something totally different, which shows he's not familiar with her case. He does not care. This wasn't, oh, I don't want to see any American. That's bullshit. You couldn't even get her wife's name right. She's been working closest with you people to get her home, and you can't get her name right, and it's written in front of you because you don't give a shit. The only reason you brought her home is for a political gain or as a distraction, not because you care. They do not care. They don't have care in them. They don't have care in them. It's impossible. Heidi Booth, thank you again. Shout out to JG Gear, people. Xmas time. Christmas time, I should say. Xmas. She's right again, people. When she's right, she's right. Green Gear. Let's see. Normally I do this shit on my computer so I can use my phone to add, the links and stuff into the comment section, but no can do. But it will be in the description box when I'm done. And make sure you get that Green Gear 10% off. 10% off, people. Nope, the internet's still fucking up on the laptop. Jericho 10 promo code, get 10% off on mygreengear.com. That is mygreengear.com. Be like Heidi. And so this, oh man, let me talk about this slimy, salacious sack of shit. This fucking Mr. Slave from South Park, and if you don't know who that is, check it out. He is Mr. Garrison or Mrs. Garrison. It depends because Miss Garrison switches genders all the time. He switches. It's Mr. Garrison. It's Mrs. Garrison. But he has a boyfriend, I guess, who's named Mr. Slave. And he does all kinds of weird sexual shit to Mr. Slave. And Mr. Slave is dressed like one of the village people. He has like the leather cabbie hat on or whatever, a leather vest and assless chaps. And it says, ooh, Jesus Christ. That's what he says all the time. Has a big old mustache. And this dude looks just like him. You know what? As a matter of fact, so anyway, this he's a dean at this high school. And Brian Shoemaker, thank you. I saw your response in here. I'll check that out. He's a dean at this private high school in Chicago. And Project Veritas somehow or another, whatever they told him, he sits down with lunch with this person, and he's talking about how they just had this event, I guess you could call it. And he invited a drag queen to come and speak to the kids or read books. I don't know what the fuck he was there for, but he brought dildos and butt plugs to the school and was handing them around to the kids so they could pass them around and look at them. I'm sorry, when I was in school, they would have like a dentist or something come to school and they would pass around that little plastic mouth that shows the teeth. And he would take the toothbrush and show you should brush in a circular motion and get back here. And this is how you floss. Well, those days are gone. Gone are the fake teeth and the plastic teeth molds. Now they got dildos and butt plugs. And the guy asked him, what were the age of these students? He says, 14 to 18. So it's 14 to 18. I do this stuff all the time. I'm not exaggerating. I've been the dean there for like 4 years, and every year we do a pride celebration, and they have them come and talk to the kids, and they bring stuff, and I haven't had the drag queen have to come out, and the name's Miss some shit. There's always some crazy ass over the top fucking name that these drag queens use. And so yeah, he was hanging out in the library with the kids, and he was hanging out in my office. I wonder what he was doing with that drag queen in his office. I wonder once all the kids were gone, what happened in that office? Hey, wait, where you going with all those dildos and butt plugs? Let's put some miles on them first, honey. So this fucking idiot, this pervert, has this drag queen come and hand out butt plugs and dildos. Where would your anger level be if your kids came home and you found out that today they were passing around dildos and butt plugs with their fellow students? Do you think it would be here, or maybe so high you can't even see it? I'm going to go with so high I can't even see it. I would be so fucking angry. I'm not teaching you. I'm not sending my kid to you and spending $40,000 a year in tuition for you to have my kid playing with dildos and butt plugs. And he didn't say whether they were brand new or used. You decide. Why are you... Where in the curriculum, where in the syllabus do you have, there's the need for dildos and butt plugs? What? It's queer sex. It's queer sex. They're not my bosses, my higher ups. They're not going to say anything because it's queer sex. They're going to support it. Why run it by them? This dude looks like a hipster Mr. Slave. Has his hair like all combed over the side, a big ass mustache. Dude looks like a fucking pervert. And he is. And the school came out and said, we support him. You know, there's been reports that reports saying that our dean did this and we support him and we're behind him 100% and we support our LGBT alphabet soup group shit. How perverted and gross and disgusting is it going to get under this alphabet soup group umbrella? Because apparently you're allowed to do and show anything you want as long as it's under the alphabet soup group umbrella. Anything goes. MAGA Babe 2022, thank you for the Twompski. Hey JG, shout out my coworkers, the the gatas in your children. Hey, all right, MAGA babe, 2022. Or you mean babe like a hot chick or like a baby, like a small child? I'm asking for a friend. Anyway, shout out to the gatas. Are they kids? I don't know. If they are, give them my contact info. But hey, gatas. Thank you, MAGA babe 2022. Charles Turner Jr., thank you. Our current grandpa in chief only panders to the alphabet soup group like Comrade Barry Soetoro. That's don't say that. His name's Barry Obama. Hopefully, the so-called Respect for Marriage Act gets repealed or overturned. That's not marriage. Marriage is the union between a man and a woman. If it's anything other than a man and a woman, then you can't call it marriage. A cheeseburger is a ground beef patty grilled with cheese on it. You can't call that a frittata. You can't call that a salad. That's not what it is. It's a cheeseburger. So if a marriage is between a man and a woman, and it's a man and a man or a woman and a woman, or some other mixture of things they come up with, it's not marriage. Thought that was simple. That is so damn disgusting. Damn it, I wish the stupid internet was working, because you got to see this fool. You got to see what this jackass looks like and hear him nonchalantly talk about kids in high school passing around dildos and butt plugs. Wow. Leonard S., thank you. Brandon's cognition skills have never been tested by the corrupt media. He never gets a question that challenges him to think. They can't. Because asking him questions like that or giving him a test would pull that last Jenga piece out and everything would come crashing down. Because then they would be forced to cover the results. Then they will be forced to admit that they've been propping up somebody that needs to be in a home somewhere, that needs the round-the-clock care, and that feeds ducks. To admit his failures, to admit theirs. Because they've been behind this piece of shit the whole time. Oh, feeble son of a bitch. Yeah, Socrates Ken, thank you. Says, hey, plebs, call that school Francis W. Parker. He gives the number. It's that school where Joe Bruno passed around butt plugs to kids. Request that pedo be removed from the school and the children, please. Parents are paying a lot of money. They're paying tens of thousands of dollars a year for their kids to play with sex toys. And you know some of those jackass parents are okay with this. Oh, I'm fine. I want them to be inclusive and all that shit. You know what? Lala HK says, JD, you should call them on air. You want me to write that down? Because obviously I can't do it now because it's stupid fucking computer, the internet. But yeah, nah. What's today? The 8th? Yeah, today's the 8th. Yeah, I put the date on my notes. 8th, tomorrow's the 9th. Oh, let's get that where'd it go? Hold on a second. There we go. Francis W. Parker. Francis W. Parker School. Phone number 773 353 3000. Boom. Dildos and butt plugs. Got it. Okay. All right. Hopefully tomorrow the internet's working. We're going to give Francis W. Parker a call. That sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. Spunberry 65, thank you. The school tuition for Robert Ferry School is 34 to 40,000 a year. You are paying top dollar to be poisoned, to have your children poisoned. Damn, 34 to 40 grand a year to have your kids' minds fucked up. Good job. Ingrid De La Rosa, she said, I called today 7 times. Good. We'll be calling them mañana. C4 Duke. He says, maybe an N buddy B plug or A beads full of N buddies. Little neck buddies, little tiny neck buddies. We can really expand this empire. Neck buddy, butt plugs, butt buddies. We have to call them butt buddies, right? Goon Tune, Project Veritas is great. Yeah, man, I don't get, like, who the fuck, if you're sitting down, somebody invites you to lunch and they start asking you stuff about work, stop talking. There's a camera under the table facing up, looking at your face, recording it all. What are you doing? How many times you got to see this footage? It's the same thing. Forks and knives clinking against plates in the background. The same angle with the camera. Golly, man. You people are stupid. You invite me out to lunch and start asking me shit about Jericho Green. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Let me see it. Let me look on the table. You got a camera? Come on now. Who's that stupid? Teo Mestis, what are you going to ask him? I don't think I'll get in touch with him because, obviously I'm not the only one to call. But if I do, oh, man, what would I ask him? What's your problem? Why are you a piece of shit? Have you touched any of these kids? Why is it okay to do this? If I don't get any answers to those, we'll go back to the first question. What the fuck is wrong with you? Have the authorities contacted you? Are the parents aware of this? And then, you know what? I'm sure I would have more questions based off of his answers. That I think his answers to those questions will beg more questions. And you know what? The kids probably do know. Or the parents probably do know. He says he's been there for 4 years. Been there for 4 years. Sure they do. They're worse than him. They are worse than him. Because who's worse? The wolf for eating the lambs or the sheep that opens the gate and invites the wolf in? These are just questions we're asking you people. Simple questions from a simple mind. Come on now. Come on, Wi-Fi. What? What is wrong with your Wi-Fi? I don't know. But you're getting a phone call from me, Xfinity. Everyone in your city is out. No one has internet. It'll be restored between today and 30 days from now. Fuckers. So yeah, we'll be calling Francis W. Parker School tomorrow. And I'll get that guy's name too. I'm like, hey, can I talk to Dean Butt Plugs, please? Oh, he's fucking hilarious. But I mean, he looks like he does deviant shit on the weekends. He looks like he hangs out with that Sam guy, the one who's stealing luggage and works in the energy department. He looks like that fool. He looks like wears a collar or is licking something out of a bowl. Joyce Decker, Jericho, are they showing how to put the butt plugs in? I'm sure they did. He said the kids were asking, how do you use them? How do they work? So yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure he's like, hey, principal, you want to show me use these bad boys? Like, ooh, which one? What are we doing first? What are we doing first? We're gonna do the dildos or the butt plug? And get the big one. You know, like the big old dildo. Tim Star, his mustache looks like a street sweeper. I think his mustache is more of a flavor saver, huh? Mm. Mm. That is fucking nasty. What kind of world do we live in when a dean can openly admit to somebody that, yeah, drag queen came in and we handed out butt plugs and dildos. And yeah, I tell my boss, they probably support it. They don't care. They don't care what I do. He hung out in my office in the library, and the kids are like, oh, he uses stuff. I don't understand where that plays into their education at all. And um, even if it were in sex ed class, which it wasn't, but let's say it was, that has nothing to do with sex ed. Sex ed is about the body and how it changes and reproduction, biology. It's not about banging yourself with dildos and putting beads in your ass. That's not what sex ed is about. So even if it were in sex ed, it still has no place there. And this is what you're getting, parents, for 40 grand a year. And I'm talking to the parents who don't know about this shit. That's what I'm talking to. If you do know and you support this, you're a piece of shit. And we should talk about having your kids taken away. You kidding me? Like what the fuck? I wouldn't even. I'd have to do a couple laps around the house before I even knew how to give my mind a second to wrap itself around what at school? What? That's one of those things where you turn off the TV and tell them, come over here, look me in my face. What did you just say you did at school today? What did you just say? That better be a full principal's office the next day. That principal's office better be packed with angry parents wanting to talk to him, wanting his job. There's no other reason to do that other than to pervert and change these kids, to plant the seeds of maybe, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I am a girl, or maybe I am a boy, or maybe I am this, or maybe I am that. Leave those kids alone. Why are you planting these seeds of doubt and these seeds of deception in these kids? There is no fucking reason for you to do that other than to groom these children for future things or to somehow play into your sexual deviance. I'm sure the images of this drag queen handing out dildos and butt plugs went right into that principal's spank bank. You know he's going to pleasure himself to those images later. So you parents are knowingly allowing a predator to be around your children. That dude is when you see him, and tomorrow I'll make sure this shit's working tomorrow. When you see him, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, of course. He looks like fucking Hitler you. The mustache and the comb over, the hipster comb over, that 20s and 30s looking hairdo. The dude looks like a damn deviant freak. I mean, should I say it? Yeah, I'll say it. I don't want anybody who talks like that around my boys, around boys. Is that sexist? Is that some kind of phobe? Am I some kind of ist for that? But if you talk like this, you shouldn't be around young boys. Come at me, comment section. Come at me. Let me know. What do you think? If you talk like this and you want to do stuff like that, you can't be around young boys. Sorry. That job isn't one of your options anymore. Jeez Louise, man. Who the fuck? What parent is okay with this? Hey, what are you talking about, Lala HK? She says, use your hot spot, JG. What do you mean by hot spot? Oh, Wi-Fi. Okay. Yeah, country girl. Looks like a gay Hitler. He does. No, roar back. He says, use your G spot. That's not going to help your internet. Roarback is not giving proper internet information, and he is not a representative of Jericho Green Enterprises. We do not believe that your G spot improves your internet quality. I just don't. Roarback. Boom, 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 Howard. All parents, wood chippers, 50% off. Agreed. Have you gotten your never mind. I'll keep that to myself. I don't want to ruin a potential surprise. Justin H. G spot is for Wi-Fi. There you go. That makes more sense. Wi-Fi. I don't know how that would improve your Wi-Fi, but Wi-Fi. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. The fuck. I'm flabbergasted. How do you even have a job, you piece of shit? You fucking deviant scumbag piece of shit. We're handing out dildos and butt plugs. Wait, no, stop. Those are the used ones. Oh, too late. Too late. And Bob Iger of Disney, he says that when you are in a certain position of influence, that it's your responsibility to ensure gun safety and be involved in gun control. I don't like that. Bye, Ingrid. You take care. I don't like that. Because you do have a lot of influence. Bob Iger, you're the CEO of fucking Disney. And was it 2014 or 15? I guess some guy tried to get into the park with a gun. They're not saying, it didn't say if the guy had ill intent. He might have had a gun on him and was trying to make entry. And then they could say, well, this guy was trying to get into the park with a gun. We don't know what he was trying to do. But ever since then, they stopped selling toy guns inside the park, and kids over 14 are not allowed to dress in costume anymore. What? One guy tries to get in the park with a gun, and we don't know if he had ill intent. He was like, hey, let me in, holding a rifle or handgun. Or if he went to the metal detector, beep, beep, sir, let me check it. Oh, you got a gun. Oh, my bad. I have my gun on. It could have been something as innocent as that. But they stopped selling toy guns inside the park because of one fucking guy. How many people do you think visit Disneyland annually? And because of one guy, you're taking away a positive experience and happiness from millions of kids, especially little boys. Little boys love nothing more than toy guns. Speaking of, man, a couple weeks ago, when my family was here from Texas, we went to Old Town Sacramento. And they got a train museum over there. And they got a lot of shopping and stuff, touristy shit, I Heart, Sacramento. Those shops with the cheap Chinese toy bullshit for you to put in your suitcase and take back home. And they had those wooden guns that shoot rubber bands. They're some handguns, little rifles. They had one. It was probably, I don't know, a foot and a half long, maybe 2 feet long. Wood. Had a little scope on it and stuff. I was like, man, I'll get that for my son, get that for Junior. He would love that. I looked at the price. That shit was $65. I said, what? $65 for a wooden rubber band gun? Fuck that. I ended up getting him a cap gun instead. But little boys love toy guns. And you're going to take that away from all those little boys because of one fucking guy. Nice, Disney. But I don't like that. You should be dabbling in gun control. What does Disneyland have to do with gun control? Now, you have every right to control Disney in your parks. You put whatever rules and restrictions and allow or not allow whatever you want. That's a private business. But when you start branching out, when you start using your position and start flexing political muscle to shape the policies that we have to live under, and we're not inside of your fucking park, well, then that's a problem. You can't use your Disney influence to shape our policies. You need to use that for inside Disney. If you want to turn Disneyland into a communist organization inside the park, and everyone's on lockdown and you can't do this and you can't do that, I don't care because I have the option to stay out of there. But I don't have the option to stay out of public life. This is where I live. That I don't fucking like. You don't have a responsibility to shape anything outside of Disneyland. That's not your responsibility. That's some woke bullshit. Spunberry 65, thank you. No two LEOs who Disney tried to take guns from. One even gave them the opportunity in the street in front of Kiss My Ass. Thanks, Spunberry. That's fucking weird to me. Why would you want to do that? Now, as Bob Iger is a private citizen, hey, you're taking Bob Iger's personal funds and you want to donate to this and that and try to lobby for things, that's fine. But Disney as a corporation, no, fuck that shit. You guys need to stick to the happiest place on earth. That's what you need to stick to. Not telling us what we can and can't have out here. Fuck you. But they have the influence. You know, they know these people and they donate to the right campaigns and the lobbyists, and they have the money. Disney money, come on. Disney got the money to give it to fucking everybody. But that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that to shape public policy. And I wish Gavin Newsom wasn't a worthless commie turd, and he could take his lead from Florida, because when Disney started getting mouthy, talking about policies and what we don't like that Florida does, Florida said, okay, well, let's check out this tax exempt status. Oh, hey, Florida. Hey, Florida, babe, it's me, Disney. Have I told you how great you look, Florida? Have you lost weight? Hey, I'm just kidding. Go ahead and reinstate that tax exempt status. Whatever. I don't, I'm just getting crazy. I have a little sometimes, and I say crazy things. Come on, Florida? Yeah. You start fucking with those purse strings, they step in line real quick. Disney, stay the fuck out of here, Disney. Stay in your parks with your overpriced shit and the weird ways that you treat your employees. But we don't want that shit out here. We don't want that shit. And it's weird because it kind of puts you in a parental conundrum, because those of us, 80s, 90s babies, we went to Disneyland. I went to Disneyland twice. And it was a great experience. It's almost a rite of passage. Like, every kid should get a chance to go to Disneyland. But that's before we knew what Disneyland was like. This isn't new. I'm sure this shit's been happening. I'm sure this shit's been happening for years behind the scenes. But the difference is we all know now. We're all aware of it. We all know what their agenda is, and they're telling us out loud, this is what we want to do to you. So now you have to balance between, I want my kids to have that experience. I want them to go to the happiest place on earth. I know they love Disneyland and some Disney characters, but I don't want to feed this machine. I don't want to feed the perversion. I don't want to feed shit like Bob Iger saying we have a responsibility to curb gun or to enact gun control and gun safety policies. I don't like that. So it's fucked up, because you're going to force me to not allow my kids to have that experience because you're a piece of shit. Roy Lee Painter, thank you. Thoroughly disgusted to hear about Britney. Yeah. Move over, Roy. One of your citizens are back. Got to make room for it. Brad Barber. Hey, JG, how can I send you a police patch? Oh, yeah, send them, man. I'm getting a big old frame. I want to get one of the ones with the door on it, so I could switch them out, because I got a shitload of them. I got big old Ziploc bags like this, 2 or 3 of them full of police patches. But you want to send me one, Brad? My PO box is 806 Olivehurst, or PO Box 806 Olivehurst, California 95961-9998, and I always put it in the description box. If you go to one of my old videos, Brad, go in the description box, you'll see it there. Or if you wait till the end of this one, it'll be there as well. But yeah, go ahead and send it, man. I'll add you to the collection. I can't wait to display them. I've got them from damn near, got to be every state. Some from overseas, Southeast Asia, Germany, sheriff's departments, police departments, SWAT, canine units, and one from Anaheim Police, down, which is where Disneyland is. I mean, I've gotten them from all over, man. I really appreciate it. And all you guys sending me, all you guys and girls sending me these police patches, if I ever get pulled over in your area, cut me some slack. Yeah, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst. It's one word. Olivehurst. Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. There you go. Careless. We literally traded Russia vape cartridges for gun cartridges. We sure did. Hey, we'll trade you and a dangerous international arms dealer for a gangly lesbian. Who won that trade? Who won that one? We will trade you an international arms dealer for Queen Latifah from Set It Off. Cool. We will trade you an international arms dealer for a domestic violence abuser. Oh, you guys didn't know that? Kathleen King, right? Jericho used to be in Seaside, around here. Yeah, around there. I did. Seaside's right next to Monterey. I worked at Monterey, for a long time. And it's Lala HK, it's 95961-9998. 3 9s and an 8. Yeah, you guys don't remember that? It was 2015 or 16. Britney Griner got into a little tussle with her wife at the time, because the lady she's married to now, she married her in 2019. She was married before that. And with her first wife, she got a little handsy. Yeah, I guess they couldn't talk it out, so they had to throw fisticuffs at a hotel. Yeah. We'll trade you an international arms dealer for a wife beater. That's what we just did. No, I'm trying to hear all the hashtag Me Too, believe all women, men, toxic masculinity, and all this shit. I'm waiting. I'm trying to lean in and hear them, because Britney Griner kicked her wife's ass, but you were all pleasuring yourselves and flicking your bean to her being returned home. How does that work? Hashtag Me Too. Where you guys at? Nowhere. I guess I got other stuff to do. I guess I got other shit to do. Yeah, Mandy Westcott, the Lord of Death. We will trade you the Lord of Death for a woman who can't keep her hands off of her wife, and not in a good way. Not like, ladies, oh, my husband, he can't keep his hands off of me. Not like that. Like, boom, boom, black eye, busted lip, can't keep her hands off of her wife. No. Lala HK, one more time, girl. We're going to get this right. Don't you guys give up on Lala HK. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Got to take the 6 out. 9998. Come on, Lala HK. You got it. I'm waiting. Come on, Lala HK. You're going to get this right, girl. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Let's see it, Ilala HK. Put it up one more time. You got this. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna stick with you till we get it right. Come on, let's go. Yeah, no, Lala. Now you're fucking with me, Lala HK. Yeah, I know you're messing with me. It's 9998, three nines and an eight. Lala, let's go. You got this. 9998. Like an angry Hitler. 999. Heidi Booth, thank you again. Will BG smoke a big fat J when she comes back? She's gonna be smoking a big fat something, but I don't think it starts with a J. I think it starts with a P. Or is this glistening? No, that's too many nines, Lala. Too many nines. 9999999. No. No, 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 no. You're gonna get this right. There you go. Hey. There you go, Lala HK. 9998. C4 Duke. Everybody. I think we all know it now. I think we all know. We all got that down pat now. Yeah, Brittany's gonna be scissoring her head off tonight. Smoke alarm's gonna be going off. Who the hell's smoking salmon upstairs? Oh, I forgot. Brittany's back. Ugh. Don't want to be downwind from that house. Anyway. Oh, man. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of here. And this weekend, my wife, she's taking my daughter out of town. So it'll be me and Junior. Gonna be kicking it. We got a Christmas parade we're going to tomorrow. All he's gonna want to do is go to the park and wrestle. That's all he wants to do. Lala HK, don't you dare be sorry. We got through it. That's all that matters. But yeah, he just wants to wrestle, eat candy, and go to the park and ride his scooter. That's what he wants to do. And now he's in the no, Oscar Gonzalez, don't you show up to my damn house wanting pizza. There's no pizza party at my house. Cancel the invites. Don't show up here. And he's in the stage now where he wants to, Daddy, can I cross the street and go to the park? And he wants to go ahead of me. He wants to go up ahead of me and go far up ahead because he's a big boy and he wants to go to the park, but he can't do that. Because a couple of weeks ago, you went across the street and didn't look the other way. You just looked one way and went across the street. So, no can do, buddy. I beat you to it, Jeff Stipp. I already watched Commando with him. We finished watching. He watched like the last half of Terminator with me last night. I don't know what's next. I want to watch Die Hard with him for Christmas because that's a Christmas movie, right? Yes. So, yeah, we'll probably watch Die Hard next. And, it's going to be kicking. It's going to be a boys' weekend. Going to jump on the couch. Mom won't be here, so it's going to be great. Scott E., you got to teach him right. Yeah, man, trust me, my boy would be raised right. How he turns out, what he decides to do, that's up to him. But I will give him the tools necessary. Black Star, beer and pizza is great. I do not give my son beer as much as he wants to try it. And my son, so here's what Junior did. And it was funny. I was laughing my ass off. My wife didn't think it was as funny, but I did. So she got a text message from his teacher saying that he was gambling and smoking at school. Now, of course, he's not really gambling and he's not really smoking. But at home, he likes to fake like he smokes cigarettes. He was doing it when he was like 5, going on 6. He did it for a while, and then he stopped. But then recently he's gotten back. He'll get like a pen or something like that. Act like he's smoking, and everything he drinks, especially if it's apple juice. So Dad, this is beer. I'm drinking beer. And I don't drink beer. Maybe, Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July, when we have people over, I'll bust out a 6-pack of some Angry Orchard apple cider or Heineken Light, something like that. But, I'm drinking say between a 6-pack and a 12-pack a year. So he doesn't see me drink all the time. So, it's just his imagination. So my wife gets a call that he's been gambling and smoking at school. So she bought him, or he bought himself. He saved his money. Or he got money for doing chores, for helping his grandma. And he wanted to go to Target or Walmart or something and buy a toy. That's what he always likes to do. So he bought this money gun. It came with fake money, and you put the fake money in there, and you pull the trigger, and it shoots all this money out, right? He doesn't. He always talks about he wants to be rich. And he wants to have supercars. So he got the money gun. He shoots the money gun. So he took the money. It came with a stack like this of fake $100 bills. So he took them to school, and he had a group of kids around him. He's handing out money, and they were getting little sticks and acting like they were smoking. It was funny. I thought it was hilarious. And you roll back the candy cigarettes. So when we went to Old Town Sacramento, they had a little candy store, and they had the candy cigarettes. All the kids, I think they had 8 or 9 kids, and they all had their gum cigarettes, and they would turn them around or they would blow it out, and the powder smoke would come out. And that's what I did that as a kid. How about when they setting us up? Gum cigarettes, and the Big League Chew that was shredded gum in a bag like tobacco, and had a picture of the baseball player with a big ass jar full of his fucking gum. So we've been set up from the beginning. But same thing with them. So they were playing with the little fake gum cigarettes. And even the teacher, when my wife went to pick my son up, she was like laughing. She was like, I have to let you know. She's like, I have to tell you because he got caught. I guess the yard duty or something caught him gambling and smoking. So she told him about they confiscated his money and told my wife. And even the teacher was like, this shit's hilarious, but I got to tell you. So, I got a little bad boy there. But as long as it's fake money and fake cigarettes, I don't care. But yeah, shave, the Big League Chew. Remember that shit? It was just like, what is that? Beech nut. The beech nut tobacco. It has comes in one of those pouches, or does it have the Indian on the outside? One of them has the Indian on it, but it's shredded tobacco. And you take that shit, put a big old dip of it in your mouth, and, spit like the guy in Pale Rider. Weapon X, Lethal Weapon 2. Yeah, I want to watch Lethal Weapon with him. I just got to fast forward through the opening scene where the girl snorts coke and shows her titties. I don't think he's ready for that yet. But Lethal Weapon, yeah, that's a fucking Christmas movie too. Roarback, remember jerky snuff? Yeah, this came in a little can, and it was shredded beef jerky. It tasted good too. And it was like a little bit salty. And yeah, you put that shit in your lip. Like this. Well, they were setting us up. Oh man, they were setting us up. You tell me tobacco company ain't working with the damn candy company? Red Man, that's what it was. Do they still have Red Man? Can you have a product nowadays called Red Man? Oh shit, I don't know. But yeah, Red Man, that was the one with the Indian on the bag. There's another one called Beech Nut. And the same thing, big sack of fucking shredded tobacco with a big old nasty watery shit spit. It's like, oh, gross. Yeah, man, they were setting us the fuck up, man, from the beginning. Gum cigarettes, shredded gum in a bag, shredded fucking beef jerky in a little Copenhagen tin. Dad, I got you Copenhagen, none of that pussy skull. That's right, Black Star. Chaw. Tell me they were setting us up. Sky B says Beech Nut was better. I had a homeboy. Shout out to my man David. He was a big baseball player in high school and shit. He would chew that Beech Nut. Big old fucking. Ew. It was gross. Oh man, they setting us up. They got me too. I smoked for 15 years. Never chewed tobacco. That shit was too messy for me. But yeah, I smoked for 15 years. Man. Oh, boom, 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 Howard. Those damn sugar pouches with the white candy stick. Yeah, what was that shit called? Oh, man, had the big old pouch. Get it from the ice cream man. Had a big old pouch of that grape flavored powder, and you put that long ass Tylenol looking thing in there. And when you dip in there and lick it, off of there, and it was wet, so you stick it back in the next time, even more of that shit would stick to it. The Pixie sticks, man, I must have fucking overdosed on Pixie sticks. Get about 10 of them and peel them all off and fill your mouth full of whatever powder that was. Shit looked like that pink powdered soap you got in elementary school in the bathroom. Damn Pixie sticks. Man, one time, my parents, they went to Reno for the weekend, and we stayed with a friend of hers. And my mom, I think I was like 7 years old. My mom gave me $5, to last me the weekend. Shit, as soon as their car went over the horizon, we were like, yeah, can we go to the store? So we went to the store. I spent all my money. I grabbed a bunch of Now and Laters, the ones that were split in half, purple and green. And I gave them, I got some of those, and I got some that were all green, the sour apple. I gave them the $5. Got the, remember the little packs like this, had a 5 in a pack. I got back there and I opened them up, and I had 90 individual Now and Laters after I opened up all the 5 packs. Roarback, Reno is beautiful. It is when you get out of the city, and if it's at night, because at night you can't see all the pawn shops. But I sat there. Yeah, that's right, Raquita Johnson. I love Now and Laters. I sat there that night and ate all 90 of those Now and Laters, all of them. My mouth was green for like 3 or 4 days. Looked like I did something foul with the Hulk. My mouth was fucking green. My tongue, the inside of my mouth, I ate 90 Now and Laters before bed. That's what we do. That's what we do, guys. Those are my favorite candies. Jolly Ranchers. Love Jolly Ranchers. Laffy Taffy. Oh, man. Cherry Laffy Taffy. Come on now. When I was in high school, my favorite thing to get every day was a Hawaiian Punch and Funyuns. Man, this shit. Yes. Boom, 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 Howard. 90. I ate every single one of them. Man, the shit we did when we were kids. Just eat ourselves sick on that shit. Yeah, but Jolly Ranchers are shit. Cherry Jolly Ranchers, watermelon, apple, of course. All the best ones. Fruitopia? Oh, yeah. Remember the Mambas? The Mambas are like the knockoff Starburst. But Mambas are legit, though. I think Mambas had a good place in candy history. But yeah, Mambas were the shit. Heath Bar, I like the Heath Bars. Of course, Snickers. Fucking peanut butter Twix? Come on. Fucking peanut butter Twix, take me away. I'm done here. Peanut butter Twix was the shit. Reese's Cups, those are the shit. Now you see the Reese's Cups they got like chips in them and pretzels and shit. Look, man, chocolate and peanut butter. Relax. All right? Relax. Whatchamacallits, those are cool. Remember Mars bars? Oh, shout out to Mars bars. Those are the shit too. Those were the shit too. Oh, Sweet Dick Malone says BG gonna eat so much pussy next week. So true. Just from here down, shiny, greased, just shining. Oh man. Abba, nah, I'm cool with the Abba Zaba. You lost me there. Not one of my favorites. Nestle Crunch. Yep, those are legit. Those are the shit. Now and Later's King of Classic Candy says Careless. I'll put it up there. Maybe I think that it might make it on the Mount Rushmore. Arumfe had an addiction to Twix as a kid. Peanut butter or caramel? Caramel. That's the question. Peanut butter or caramel? Raquita Johnson says, I love the white candy cigarettes that are like chalk. A store I used to buy them from up north stopped selling them because they are politically incorrect candy. No problem here in Alabama. Alabama, they probably sell real cigarettes to kids. Hey, don't be no fucking pussy, man. You better like that Marlboro. The candy store. And they used to have there's a place in Monterey called The Wharf and Cannery Row. And at one point back in the day, like the John Steinbeck days, it really was Cannery Row with the canned sardines and shit right there. But now it's a tourist attraction and there's all kinds of shopping and shit. And they used to have they have a candy shop down there where they got the big old barrels just full of candy, 50 million barrels, all different kinds of candy. Remember Warheads? Those came out when I was a kid. The Warheads, the little tiny candies, little round balls that were sour as shit. And then Airheads, those came out too, like the little chewy, taffy kind of candies. Those were the shit too. Mike and Ike's, those are cool. Lemon Heads. And which ones were the little blue ones that were round too? Were those the Mike? No, those weren't Mike and Ike's, were they? No. I'm thinking Mike and Ike's were those little like oval shaped capsule pill looking candies. No, fuck those. No thanks, Mike and Ike's. No, good and plenty. Keep that shit. That's just black licorice in a pill form. But nerds, yeah, nerds with shit. But the little blue ones, they used to come in a little white box, just like the lemon heads, but they were little round blue candies. And then they used to have a little round blue candy with the old Trojan soldier hat on it, I think. What the hell were those called? Yeah, Rex Rocker Warheads. They were those little candies that come individually wrapped, and they were little round candies, and they were super sour. And they came out in like the late 90s, mid-late 90s. Pop Rocks. Yeah, Pop Rocks were the shit. Pop Rocks were cool. My daughter had a Warhead for the first time a few weeks ago. She wasn't ready. And I wasn't going to tell her. I saw her open it up. I was like, hey, go ahead and eat it. Go ahead and eat it. Alexander the Great. Yeah. Those are hella good. I like those. Those are hella good. Gushers, yep. But that was kind of a fruit snack. Was that a candy? I think that was more in the fruit snack category. But yeah, Gushers, I remember those came out. Yeah, Alexander the Great. Oh, those are the shit. I need to hit up an ice cream truck. The Gushers were hella good. All right, guys. I'm about to get a cavity just talking about all this shit. Iron Bully Guy, Boston Baked Beans. Nah, man. That's right up there with candy corn. No can do. And Peeps. Spunberry 65, Trojan Warhead condom. No, that's not what I was asking about. So you guys can't even talk about candy without getting played. That's why I got to get out of here. You guys are too much. So yeah, man, thank you guys. And again, I apologize for the stupid fucking internet not working, not being able to use my laptop. So a couple of these things we're going to have to go over tomorrow because you need to see the visuals. You have got to see these fucking idiots, especially that perverted ass dean who lets his students play with sex toys. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody in the comment section. Your comments, your questions, your super chats, your presence. 8 billion people in the world. And you're here with me. Thank you very much. I was great. You were great. We were great. Fun dip. Tanya Vanya, thank you. That was the powder in the bag with the big ass Tylenol stick you put in there. Fun dip. Butterfingers. Rob, I see you. I like Butterfinger. I remember when I was a kid, Bart Simpson, when he had the Butterfingers ad. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger, man. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. What are we going to talk about tomorrow? What the fuck is going to go on overnight? Some crazy shit. And we'll be right here to talk it through. Say it with me, damn it. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.